I'm Andrew, aka Quassi from Quassi's Bell Tower.
And I'm your brother Brian from Brother Brian Gaming.
And this is Point Rock Review. So our first beers tonight, these ones I got while I was down in Virginia visiting family. I got them in, I think it was August I purchased these. Our first one here is called Rockfish Wheat.
Summer wheat beer, seasonal.
Our ode to beaches, barbecues, and lazy river floats. This ale melds classic wheat beer flavors with citrus undertones for a flavorful but light summer brew. Sorry, Brian. Blue Mountain Brewery.com is the name of the company that makes this.
5.4 alcohol by volume.
So, how much was it? 5.40? Cool. Okay, I had these when I was down in Virginia, by the way. Hey, look, it's still good for, supposedly Best Buy sell date was yesterday.
Brewed and bottled for Blue Mountain Brewery incorporated by Nelson County, Virginia. But Blue Mountain Barrel House is actually in Arlington, Virginia.
Arlington, Virginia. Yes.
Arlington, Virginia.
I don't know, Brian. It's like what I told you before. It's like a peachy. It's almost more of a, I don't know. When you gotta smell it first. The peach isn't there, or the apricot's not there. It's a little different. There's a nice color to it, though.
Definitely citrus.
Yes. But it's got, I'm trying to describe that smell. I want to almost say like a nectarine apricot, though, but it's a little different. Okay, Brian, let's give this a taste. I think what it is, oh, they don't really say what's in it. There's citrus undertone, and the only thing I can get out of this is citrus. Maybe the wheat beer mixed with the citrus.
The wheat is there.
Yeah.
I can't put my finger around what the hell that taste is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that smell too. But the thing about the taste is it's mild enough, and the flavor is not a displeasing flavor.
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad at all.
I kind of like this. I mean, I don't know. Let me get down more into it. I've only had 2 sips.
Seems to taste better as it's aged a little bit.
It's got almost like a pear taste. It almost tastes like a pear to me.
It does have some kind of
like if they tried turning alcohol out of pears, I believe that's what that would taste like.
Like it's still on the hard stage of the pear or whatever taste.
It's mild, but it's there. It's not bad.
It's probably kind of what they went with the citrus. Maybe they went with a quite unripe citrus. Who knows? But it is, I know I've had something like this before, but this is a little bit different, but trying to pinpoint what it is the hard part. The first time I had this, I thought it had more of an apricot taste to it, but now I'm not really getting that apricot taste to it. But it's definitely a beer I think a lot of people would be like, what the hell is that flavor, and be stuck on it and not like it after that.
My first taste, it was like, okay, what is this? And it's like, okay, this is very different. And then it's like that taste finally pronounced itself. And it's like, this isn't half bad. It's just, it wasn't what I was expecting. And at first, that was a letdown. But then the final flavor came in, and it was like,
It's weird. The only way I can describe it is it doesn't taste like cinnamon.
No.
But for some reason it keeps reminding me of cinnamon, and then I keep getting like this clover taste to it.
Okay.
But it doesn't, that I know of, it doesn't have anything like that in there, a clover or anything like that. But it's almost got like a clove, like, you know, taste to it, I guess.
Mm.
Something like you would use, you know, like the
cloves.
Cloves, yeah. So
use that in Italian cooking a lot.
yes, that's kind of what that reminds me of.
I would hope that these things would be sold in like individual bottles.
Yeah.
Because for like a spaghetti dinner one night, I think I would actually grab one.
That would probably go good with spaghetti dinner, yeah. So our next beer tonight is a beer from Virginia when I was down there, once again. They're a very young company. They only been around since 1998. South Street Brewery. It's a Virginia lager. A Virginia original. A cold-aged beer of the smoothest flavor. With gentle toasted malts of a light hand of noble hops, we've created an easy drinking beer with enough flavor and depth of color to bear the Virginia name with pride. 5.0 alcohol per volume.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Hopefully that tastes a little bit better than that. What I remembered, it did.
This one looks like, is that Arrington, Virginia? It's not Arlington, Virginia.
Yeah,
Arrington.
Arrington? I thought it was Arlington, but whatever.
Never heard of Arrington, that's why I was curious.
Yeah, Arrington, Virginia.
Ah.
I don't think it's that far away from where I was at, so.
Ah.
So let's give this beer a try.
It's got a interesting smell to it.
Actually, that smells.
It's got a bit of a.
That's almost got like a caramel hint to it. So are you ready to do this, Brian?
Let's do this.
Not bad. The first thing I thought when I tasted it is I thought Sam Adams all over again, but a very light Sam Adams.
Right. Right.
So let's see what happens after I try a couple tastes of it, or a couple more sips of it.
You're going to disagree with what I have to say.
Okay.
But I'm getting a fair amount of hops from this.
Really?
Yes. It's reminding me, well, it's reminding me a bit of an IPA.
Mm-hmm.
But if you took out every bit of pine.
Okay.
Stripped all the pine away from it. Which is probably the hops, but wouldn't that be, maybe that would be the hops. Maybe that's what I don't like about hops.
Like I said, it just reminds, even after having a couple sips, it still tastes to me like, it tastes like a very mild Sam Adams.
Okay.
Of a Boston lager. Like a really mild one, you know? Maybe it's because we've been drinking all these weird beers and all these videos.
Maybe. If this was pronounced to me as an IPA beer, I think this would be the first IPA beer I actually liked.
For being a young company like they are, they only, what, 19 years? I said 1998 on the bottle, right?
Yeah, 19 years.
Well, yeah. 98 since 98. I think they're doing a pretty good job for only being around for 19 years. So whatever you guys are doing there and from South Street Breweries, keep it up.
I'd be interested to see what else you have to offer.
Mm-hmm.
I really would.
So our review for our first beer is Rockfish Wheat. It is an interesting beer. I see that it's only a seasonal beer, There's a taste about it that I'm not quite getting. Hopefully eventually I figure that out. But it's a beer, I don't know, there's something about it that just kind of keeps it from being level. So I have to go with a 2.5 with that.
I'm not, this one, I got like a weird hint of like pear. A weird hint of pear. And that's kind of where my brain kind of goes when I said like it was like an alcoholic pear, like a pear that's been fermented. So that kind of idea, I don't know, I just, I like it. I kind of like it. It's not something I drink all the time, but every once in a while, I would definitely drink one. Don't know if I would pay for it, but, 3.5, that's my...
Wow, nice. I thought just a 3, but okay. So our next beer now is South Street Brewery's Virginia Lager. For being such a young company, I think they're definitely in the right direction with their lager here. I really like it. It kind of reminds me of some of the beers up here up north, which is good. Even though sometimes they're not that great of a beer either. But it's like if I could describe this, it's not a light beer, that's for sure. But it's a normal beer, I guess. But like I said, for the company being only 19 years young, I think they did a really good job, and I would drink that at a bar anytime I was in Virginia. I mean, if they had it in a bottle or have it on, tap, if I was, down there and they say, hey, we got this, yeah, I'll drink that. So I'll give it a 3.0 or a 3. I'll give it a 3 out of 5.
I gotta be honest, I would definitely drink this again too. If I went into a bar, and I doubt anywhere near where I would live would have this. But like say, if I ever did get down south anytime and actually was in a bar that had this, I would go for it. I would give it a shot myself. So, I've got to go 4.
Wow, nice.
I've got to go 4.
Good ratings. So that's 2 beers, 2 reviews.
2 more reasons to click that like button.
Until next time. South Street Brewery. It's a Virginia lager. A Virginia original. A cold-aged beer of the smoothest flavor. Sorry.
Not as easy as it looks.
Don't make me start singing the fish stuff.
Fish heads, really cold fish heads. Eat them up. Yum. Yum.
In the morning, lappy tappy fish heads. In the evening, floating in the soup.
Floating in the soup. Sorry about the sound in this video. Mother Nature hates us.